See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
So in game 4, the Dallas Mavericks definitely had more pep to their step. They're winning the 50-50 balls, grabbing offensive rebounds. Lively was definitely doing his thing, grabbing 6 offensive boards alone in that first half. And the Mavs were able to get a lot of transition points. Kyrie quickly was able to get into his move and attack the hoop. And also Luka took advantage of smaller defenders being lined up with him in transition. And this was their best shooting performance in this whole series. Even Derek Lively got into the action with a 3 of his own. But with the Mavs knocking down their shots, it opened things up in the paint as the Mavs finished the game shooting 50% from the field, getting most of their points down low. And even though their offense was clicking, something that was still lingering over their heads was the Boston Celtics still having more 3-point attempts than the Dallas Mavericks. And that's been something that has been haunting them all series long. Even in the quarters and first halves where Kyrie and Luka were cooking, the Celtics still had them attempt a lot less threes than they normally would, completely taking away something core to their identity. So in order for the Mavs offense to get it going, let's take a look at some of the spacing they created in game 4. They crowded up 2 around the baseline. Look at all the space in the middle right here. And look at where Luka's at. So once Jaylen Brown tries to help in, he's not really going to fully make that commitment. See, he kind of stunts in. He's going to go right back to Luka. Can't leave him open there. And look at all the space a guy like Kyrie has to operate in. And also PJ at the corner. They're going to have to choose which corner shooter to give up the shot to. And the Celtics all series long has played it very close to the hip, making sure that they don't give up these type of shots. They rather give it up to PJ anywhere from around here, or even Jones Jr. Now taking a look at it from Luka's angle, as we see Kyrie right here, as Drew's going to begin to stunt in a little bit, but he's not going to make that full commitment because he doesn't want to leave Kyrie open from here. And we're going to see our corner shooters, PJ right here in his sweet spot. And we're going to see Jones Jr. make his way to the corner to put Jaylen Brown in a compromising position, whether he's going to commit or give up that corner shot. And look at all the spacing Luka has to operate right here. This is his bag. Just like Kyrie, he could finish these. As we're going to see here once again, look where Luka's at. Tatum is compromised. Is he going to fully commit on that stunt? I think not. Does not want to leave Luka open. Definitely is not going to do that. But look at all the spacing right here. Look at the 2 Dallas players right on the baseline. This is how Dallas created a lot of spacing for Luka and Kyrie to get points in the paint. And they cooked on this all game long. And when the Celtics began to apply more pressure, the shooters like PJ Washington, Dante Exum, Lively, Keebler, Derrick Jones Jr., they all got into the action. And guys like Luka can improvise. As we see Dante Exum right here, Drew more than likely is probably going to commit on this stunt. But look at the Dallas Mavericks players. They're all bunched up, creating a lot of spacing right here. And Luka's going to improvise and attack this empty spacing. So how the Celtics defense adjusted to this in game 5 was to basically take Luka out of place, applying ball pressure on him early throughout the game, getting him fatigued, and also a combination of great help defense from Jrue Holiday and Derek White, along with Al Horford and Jaylen Brown, of course. This has been the true MVP of the Boston Celtics because all 5 players that are usually on the floor, even going from Hauser to Pritchard, can defend players one-on-one and have been applying great pressure. But the combination of Derek White, Jrue Holiday, and Jaylen Brown applying pressure early messed up the flow of the Mavs offense just between Kyrie Irving and Luka trying to get to their spots. Now right here on Kyrie on this double screen for a screener right here. Usually the Mavs love running this for Luka and Kyrie, but look at the communication between White and Jrue Holiday on this switch. It's not over yet. Jrue is going to pick up the roll man. Great communication right here. White is going to go back. Look at the communication. And now Kyrie is one-on-one with Tatum. And this has always been Kyrie's conundrum. It's not only getting past Tatum, getting past the help. The help is going to be Jaylen Brown and Jrue. That's a hell of a feat for even a guy like Kyrie, as he's going to get stripped right here. Once again, the Celtics apply a little bit ball pressure early on, but it's the combination of them having versatile defenders. Check out Hauser right here, 6'7". They never have to double team. Does a great job keeping up with Luka. So even at the point of attack for Luka or Kyrie, everyone on the floor, even guys coming off the bench, can stick with their man one-on-one. They don't have to give up that double team, thus drawing a pass for the Mavs from the corners or from anywhere from 3. Now right here, you're going to watch Jaylen Brown completely take Luka out the play. And this has been a strategy all game long. Luka can't get the ball back. Exum settles and he knocks down the shot. But at the end of the day, the Celtics are forcing other role players like Green, Keebler, PJ to make some shots. And things like this do give a lot of kudos to Jaylen Brown for MVP, because defensively he has been the anchor of disrupting such a big whale like Luka, while at the same time doing a great job with the help defense, and he provides the scoring and playmaking on the other end. In a way, he almost sounds like a baby Giannis in his playoff peak back in 2021. Now, eventually, they had PJ bring the ball up due to all the ball pressure from Jaylen Brown. But interesting conundrum right here with the pick and roll, or just Kyrie trying to do a pin down screen on Brown. Meanwhile, the bull, Drew Holiday, is on Luka. You have two strong guys. This is real tough. Look at Kyrie trying to force his pin down. This is kind of crazy. Jaylen Brown's so much stronger than him. And Jaylen Brown showing you right here why he's MVP. Check out this steal. And White losing his tooth right there, but it's all worth it. But that championship is worth it. Now the Celtics right here on this staggered screen is defending on a level of the San Antonio Spurs back in 2014 going up against LeBron. They're that in sync, and this is why the superstar mold, these Jason Tatum talks, now why isn't he averaging like 30 points a game in the finals? This is where defenses like this kind of shows you one guy cannot take on 5 players when they're this much in sync. Check out Al Horford right here on this roll. He switches right on Exum. Hauser is right on Jones Jr. And look at Drew Holiday on the other side. He's going to make a switch right here. Drew Holiday switches. And then Hauser's going to switch right back on Kyrie. They're reading these screens really nice. And then he deflects it. See? The higher up you go in any playoffs of any NBA era, the harder it gets. Because usually those teams consist of 7 to 8 players who are in sync defensively. That's why a lot of superstars who tend to be the solo act, that's where they're always going to hit the wall. And the same way we seen Luka played earlier in the season, where he was averaging almost 36 points per game. We never seen it translate on this level. It's because of defenses like this.